Hello folks, friends and movie lovers, welcome back to the channel and to the latest instalment of the movies in review. The movie I have to review for you all today is called Challengers. This was an interesting movie and a great one to watch. I am a big tennis fan. It's a sport I could watch all day, every day, and this movie being tennis themed, or at least tennis based, it certainly caught my interest. I have even enjoyed some of the other tennis-themed movies that have been released over the years, such as Borg vs McEnroe, about the rivalry between Bjorn Borg and John McEnroe, which culminated in the epic 1981 Wimbledon final, where John McEnroe ended Bjorn Borg's streak, having won the previous 5 Wimbledon championships. Another tennis movie that always sticks in the mind is King Richard, a biopic about the father of Venus and Serena Williams, two of the greatest tennis players to have ever graced a tennis court and legends of the women's tour, and his sizable contribution to their success. Even Battle of the Sexes recounts the story of a tennis match between Billie Jean King, ladies world number 1, and one of the founding members of the WTA, and Bobby Briggs, after Briggs claimed at the age of 55 that he could beat the number 1 ranked woman in the world. However, while the movies mentioned above are based on true stories and real-life events, Challengers is a work of fiction which centered around a rather steamy love triangle between 3 players on the Juniors Tour. This coming-of-age movie, I think, effectively and humorously navigates the complexities and anxieties present during our formative years, when we're not quite children anymore but still aren't fully matured adults, when boys are certainly noticing girls and girls are noticing boys, and big decisions are being made regarding their respective futures. As the 2 friends Patrick Zweig and Art Donaldson compete and win the Juniors Doubles Championship at the US Open, they start competing with each other for the attention of Tashi Duncan, the hottest ticket in the female draw. The movie excellently captures the changing feelings and attitudes over time, as one of the friends chooses to turn professional on the tennis tour, while the other chooses furthering his education, playing college tennis with Tashi Duncan, who had taken the same decision. It effectively demonstrates how people and their personalities evolve over time, sometimes to an extent where people grow apart, and how events can play a pivotal role in that. We see the breakdown in the friendship between Zweig and Donaldson as Donaldson starts feeding information about the relationship between Zweig and Duncan, suggesting Zweig does not love Duncan and Duncan does not take the relationship seriously. Additionally, we see a breakdown in the relationship between Duncan and Zweig due to an argument relating to her attempts to get Zweig to accept her training, with the eventual ending of the friendship between Zweig and Donaldson, ending in the hospital when Donaldson sides with Duncan, who is recovering after an injury. Here, the movie also effectively conveys how transactional having extramarital affairs and one-night stands can be, in comparison to the casual flings that we were witness to earlier in the movie. What impressed me most was that the whole movie was created around the playing of the final set of the final match in the Challenger event. At various stages of the set, the movie takes us into flashbacks that help us to contextualize that part of the set. All in all, this was a good movie. The story flowed nicely and had a good pace to it, and was engaging and thoroughly enjoyable. The characters are certainly relatable, and we can certainly empathize with them at various stages because the events affecting them could happen to anyone in real life, and not exclusively to tennis players. I am certainly aware from within the circles I have travelled of people that have had affairs and how those affairs have impacted the people involved. That's all I have for this one, folks. Thank you so much for listening to the end. If you haven't already and would like to keep up to date with the latest reviews, Please remember to click the subscribe button, the like button, and the bell notification icon to be notified whenever another review gets posted. Thanks for listening. This has been the Movies in Review.